Finished walking around the Canglang Pavilion. I thought maybe I missed one of the pavilions, but I did walk through all of them in my first video. I don't know. I thought it would be different, the layout. They say they eliminate the north wall, so they use the canal in front as a fourth wall, borrowing a view of the water. But we're here on the high point at the Canglang Pavilion, which was number 6 there on the map. And you can't really see the water from here, so I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought it was going to be some like neat ornamental landscape feature that I'd walk away saying, oh, that's a prime example, the oldest pavilion and the oldest garden in Suzhou, you know. And it's kind of so if I stand up here, you can see a little bit of the water. That's pushing it. You got to stand up on the balustrade and you can barely see a little bit of the water. What they did was they put, maybe this is new, a remodel in, you know, the last 50 years or something. So maybe, you know, just to keep people out at night. So maybe without this here, you can walk on the outer side of it and then you have a view of the water. But it's not what I thought, where they cleverly had a bridge. You close that gate and then, you know, you don't have to worry about people coming on your property. You keep them out of the gate on the bridge. And you actually have this part of the moat acting as a deterrent or a wall, essentially, to keep people out, but you still get a view. Very clever. You know, you don't have to have your view blocked to get that free view. It gives you all this extra acreage in your garden, and people can look in at your garden, and you get to people watch, but they can't come in. You get to look at them though. Kind of essentially, before we had huge aquarium style glass walls, bay windows and stuff, you know, function like a big bay window. But it doesn't really, not like I thought it would. But this may be new, this front peristyle that goes around, so who knows. The tea house and offices are over there, so it makes me think maybe it is a new addition. It's gone under several renovations. Like so much of this stuff, it dates to 1044. It's the oldest in Suzhou, but it was remodeled then in what, 1229 by a general in the Southern Song, and so it's very hard to date things or say what's original, what's not. What was the original layout and concept? The town was very different back then too. I thought you were supposed to be able to see the hills from the southwest, but there were buildings in the way. You couldn't see any of the southwest hills from the Mountain View Tower. Maybe it's just cloudy, or I wasn't looking in the right direction. See, it's not the best visibility today. So I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to point that out because I thought it was interesting. But it's a nice garden, and this is what Suzhou is all about. I actually, you know, if I had to give somebody my quick opinion on the difference between these two places, like Hangzhou is very famous. I didn't know whether I wanted to spend more time in Suzhou or Hangzhou, and which one I wanted to have, you know, a travel partner come stay with me or something. And I think this is much better to have someone travel with, because it's not like a museum. You know, if they get bored and tired, they can just go sit in the garden and chillax, you know, and come find you when you're done. It can be on different schedules, not like in a museum where someone might want to spend all day and the other person wants to spend no time or 10 minutes, you know. So it's much better in Suzhou, where it's a lot of gardens and a lot of climbing pagodas for the view, and Hangzhou actually has like a lot more like bicycle riding and museum and history stuff. It's a well. Hexagonal well. These looks like some of the wells, the old wells, historic wells they had in Hangzhou that they sunk to get fresh water. Let's go down through the labyrinth. It's so dangerous, this rock's slippery. This isn't as polished as the other set though. But yeah, I think 12 days in each place is enough if you're diligent. Get up early and don't sleep in. You can see all the major stuff in Hangzhou in just about 12 days, 2 weeks. Hello.
要不要到这个地方很好，有
Oh,
米，
canal boat, very
坐
nice.
船比较近的，这个还
Yeah.
这个盘门有平潭，
Mm,
这个老桥，这个全部盘门，
very nice.
有米，
Mm.
这个有米，要不要？
No, no
听
thank,
远，听远
no thank you.
，Hello，
No
这个
thanks.
地方
I prefer to
到
walk.
这个地方，听远，
I prefer to walk.
发衣服，发衣服，
Uh,
发衣服。
no thank you.
Hi, once garden，
No thanks.
是吧？要不要？
So this is a street I came in on. I guess we'll go back to Renmin Road rather than go over towards the pavilion of the, what was it, the Five Nets? The fisherman pavilion? The retired official who was a fisherman. I think I'll maybe go over to see the pagoda. What's that there? Is that a museum? Let me go sit in the shade and look at my guidebook, and we'll see what's close by and what time it is. Because I may want to skip the southwest corner till tomorrow. Let's see. Dum da dum. Sad done it all. That's the Suzhou Art Gallery. Oh, let's go see the Suzhou Art Gallery. And then Master of the Nets Garden, that's it there. And it's 2:22. Maybe I'll go see Master of the Nets Garden after that. And then I'll go get a drink on Shichuan Street. That's where all the pubs are anyway. I was gonna try to head down here to Ruguang Tower. But I could always do that tomorrow.